Me, round half 11 for you?
Yeah, it is pretty early, but definitely worth the time to get up to watch this game. But coming back to that choice of how to utilize the resources for the economy, do you really think 7DS Hybrid coming to the grand finals, right? Will they be utilizing the same risk, Taurus, Marui, overspending on utilities? You think really that's going to be the play that we're going to be expecting here?
I mean, I'm expecting these teams to go quite well. I reckon none of them are really going to buy as many Tauruses as they were. And I reckon we're going to see a lot more save rounds, a lot more utility buys, because these are the top two teams in the APAC region. I think you got the stats somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at a couple of rundowns. So I mentioned before that 7DS coming in 13 wins, 1 loss, which brings it to a 93% win rate. But again, hybrid 14 games, right? Oh, sorry, I mixed that up a bit. Hybrid coming in with the team with the single loss, right? With 93% win rate. But let's take a look at in terms of map wins. So the best performance the 7DS is coming in is an undefeated skyscraper with 100% win rate across 7 games. And if we take a look at here what we have, Jonesy, game 2 is skyscraper. Right, so
Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting map, but there is an equalizer here because if we take a look at hybrids map statistics, they have 100% win rate on factory over 9 games, and we see the first game, guess what, Jonesy? It's going to be factory. So we're definitely going to see each team playing a map where they had 100% win rate, and that is going to be the craziest thing to see. It's what's that phrase, Jonesy, about the immovable object, unstoppable force. So
I
this is exactly what I'm thinking about when I see this.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be something to really look forward to. I mean, we are hopping in any moment, so we are going to take a little quick break while we wait for these teams to get started. Welcome back, everyone. Let's cut that music off and look into our map. Number one of Factory, we do have Hybrid on the attack with 7DS on the defense.
And right here, we can already see 7DS hybrid first round. We're seeing the typical meta right here. Nothing crazy. We got no 2 stims, no 4 flashbangs, nothing like that. We got the Spectral, and we can see from Saxo, he's coming in with a frag grenade as well. But take a look at that positioning, Jonesy. I mean, is this the kind of typical positioning we see in for this particular bomb site in A and B here?
I mean, we are on the second floor site. We don't usually have much of a blue push here. Usually you go for an orange push onto kitchen, but I mean,
Yeah.
different regions, different playstyles. We do have one person on the roof ready with a foam, and Saxo sat behind the vending machine.
And here he goes, Axo on that window. I think he's going to be waiting for his team to push in first before he makes that. Oh, never mind. He decides he's going to break that window. But Brown is on the other side of the door. He's waiting for Axo. He knows he's there. So this is going to be a risky push. But while at the same time, oh, and Saxo takes on E-Bob. And upstairs, we got a battle over there. Peen pushing towards Astro, and Astro gets that kill. Now, with a 4v4, it's going to be an interesting play now. It looks like they might be going for that hatch play, trying to get into an interesting play into B side right now. But it seems like 70S already has rotated 3 of their guys onto B side, waiting for Hybrid to be jumping down there. Axo clears out the room, nobody there. But it seems like this is going to be a frontal push now. No,
Yeah,
no roamer so far, but
pushing
we have
through
skits.
into museum. They are going to have to be careful. Like you said, no rumors, but there is Muffin sat in of war room trying to push around. That foam is down. Brownfella is low, but so is Axo. As Axo goes down to Brownfella.
Wall goes down. Peen looking for that peak, and we see here Oh, Baba Yaga, first round, Taurus. I don't know where that came from, but that's what we've been talking about. Some unorthodox meta happening right now in the very first round. High stakes, but we can see Muffinator in the back still watching their flank, while Brownfella is down to 23 HP, 2 shots with a Spectral, and he is down. And we're going to see right now what is the plan from Hybrid right now, because they do need to make a push with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Peen jiggling left and right, trying to figure out where's the best way to approach this. But it looks like both teams are taking their time, waiting for one team to overextend to getting that pick. We see Muffinator still at the staircase, holding that, making sure no one's trying to flank. But it might be at this point a good idea to try to counter flank. At least from what we see here, Hybrid is not watching their bank. But what a very slow playstyle that we're seeing here in the very first round of the Grand Finals. Baba Yaga with that Taurus. Oh, getting tapped twice. That's why we're saying it's a high skill gun, right, Jonesy? Like you need to be able to hit your shot before they hit yours.
Yeah, I mean, that Taurus is very deadly, and we see there the Spectral coming through and taking down Peen, but Brownfella does kind of have to be careful. Baba Yaga, Muffinator on the flank, actually gets one, goes low himself. Now a 4 versus 1. Astra has to clutch it up here. Gonna look like the save is coming through now in the main lobby. Baba Yaga with the Taurus, some pre-fires coming through.
Now this is very doable. If you take a look at the health right here, Astra just needs to hit his shots once on 3 of those guys, and they're going to go down with the only real threat from Ranger with a full HP. But of course, with that time going down, the first round goes to 7DS. Interesting. It seems like Baba Yaga playing with that Taurus is huge risk, especially how much damage that can do to the economy going into the second round.
Yeah, the Taurus is obviously 800 credits, and usually you'd have enough now to buy a Vezin second round. Saxo doesn't. Ranger does, but doesn't look like it's going to come through. And Baba Yaga doesn't have the money either, but we are seeing a stim on the side of 7DS.
Yeah, and we're seeing very similar meta across regions right now, where coming into the second round, as definitely as the defenders, you're getting those Vezins, you're getting those stims, and now the question is, will the people with the Vezins be roaming or holding and anchoring onto A or B site?
Yeah, this is a huge question now. As we push onto this bottom floor site, we're seeing what looks like your typical storage push with 3 members sat near the tank, 1 on the front door, and I can't see that 5th member of Hybrid.
Yeah, and we see here Hybrid just with the breaching foam and a drone, so very limited utility coming into this. I mean, again, these are 2 top teams, so don't count them out by just playing with pistols. Very much could be an equal footing here.
Yeah, we are seeing now Axolotl getting in a gunfight with Brown, and Brown does get the shots off Axo. Now half HP, no stim there for Axo. We have the windows going down. Muffin getting an angle onto Astro. No shots managing to hit. Pre-fires
But Jones,
flying.
yeah, but Jonesy, you're absolutely right about this very different play style that's happening right here. Because if you take a look, usually an NAEU to be hitting that door. Oh, Muffinator gets Astra with the Vezin, and now if you take a look, Muffinator is holding that window. But you see the rest of the Hybrid team. Oh, it's E-Bob going down to another one. Oh my goodness, so much is happening right now, but we can see here that it's definitely very different playstyles because you got 3-man teams on the defense roaming this hallway, and Saxo getting Axo with that Spectral. Skits holding doorway of that storage room, but it's not really going to be advantageous for him as Peen taking down Brownfella from the flank up the stairs. Now they know where the last 2 members of Hybrids are, so this is going to be interesting. Skits is going around the window, trying to see if he gets a play, gets it with that headshot, and a double kill! Incredible, and like I said, don't count them out. They are top teams. A pistol in the right hands could be the same as having a Vezin at this moment.
I mean, now they do have them Vezins because they can pick them up off these bodies. There should at least be one available to them, but they are just now Skits picking that one up. Is low as the wallbang did go through. Maybe a save coming through, maybe a push coming through. It's a 2 versus 2. 1 Vezin on each side and a Spectral for the second.
60 seconds left on the clock. Now Skits and Peen, they need to make a play here. But it seems like Muffinator and Skits, Vezin versus Vezins, Pistol versus Pistol on the other side, and Peen gets the kill. Now it's a 2v1. The Muffinator tucked into the corner right there. Doesn't realize that he was there. Oh my goodness. And Peen now getting that indicator from his teammate of where he was last seen. Peen's going to be making his way around, looking left, looking right. Again, he's got the advantage here. He doesn't know where Peen is. But Muffinator just needs to tap him once in the head. Oh! 1 HP, Jonesy!
Yeah, I mean, there we see that Vezin coming through, managing to touch up the round, but quite literally the Spectral bringing him down to 1 HP there for the clutch for Muffin. Now bring it 2-0 to 7DS.
Yeah, and since we got a minute of breathing room right here, let's just recap what we just saw in that last round. Two incredibly very odd playstyles compared to NA and EU, where you have 7DS 3-man grouping, and not on the bomb side actually, but in the hallway, while you had Hybrid doing a multi-frontal assault from the front entrance of Factory and the first ground floor window. I mean, it's an interesting play right there. But now this is the third round. This is what I always tell people. It's the equalizer round because both teams got Vezins, or in this case, we have. Did I just see a Marui somewhere? No,
Yeah,
that was just.
yeah,
That was just. Oh no, we do. Saxo's got a Marui. All right, so. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting because, you know, yeah, the Marui, people don't like it because it's a lower firing rate, but with the damage increase and also the wall penetration damage, that's something that people need to be considering as well. So he could be wall banging quite a lot in this round right here, but as we go into the the third map, third round, we're going to see exactly how this is going to be played out. We got two interesting static field right there on A site.
I mean, that on that box is nice, but as soon as that hatch goes down,
Peen getting that kill, so oh my goodness.
Getting that Roma now is beautiful for Hybrid. As soon as that Roma dies, that's one less Vezin, and it's also one less angle that you know you've got to watch for. As that hatch goes down, they'll see that static, manage to take it down, and now Axo in a 1 versus 1 angled with Ranger. My music is so delayed in game.
All right, Muffinator. Oh, getting the wall bang headshot against Astra. Axel trying to pre-fire, but Muffinator not able to get a hit. We see now shots being returned left and right and center. Brownfella trying to see if he can get a pick with the downsides, but Muffinator is getting that pick, gets that shot. Ebob gets headshot with Baba Yaga, and Muffinator goes down. We're seeing a 3v2 right now, 3v1. It's all down to Ranger. He's got that shot, 2v1 right now, and neither members of the Hybrid team have stims, so this could be an easy pick as long as Ranger is able to, and he looks like he's rotating as quick as possible, but Peen, it got that EMP planted, and now this is going to be a very tricky situation here because we see that even though both members of Hybrid are low, with the new positioning that they have, they're able to hold that bomb site, that EMP, in a much more strategic view, and Ranger now has twice the amount of work of trying to figure out exactly where they go. Now, if I was Ranger, I would jump out that window and see if I could pick the guy off immediately from Ebob, but EMP now taking down. What do you think, Jonesy? Is this going to be a feasible play? Is there enough time here, or should he be saving?
He's got to try and go for something, because any kill is something, but Peen managing to pop up as soon as the reload was coming through by Ranger.
Yeah.
I mean, one round it's a lot to lose, but will it still happen?
But you know that firefight was absolute mayhem. So much happening left and right. And the problem is, you know, when so much is happening right now, your teammates don't know how many times you've tagged the person or tagged the second person. So Ranger didn't know, you know, that the last two members of Hybrid were low, and he thought if he rotated as quick as he could probably get the upper hand. But actually, that ended up being detrimental because EMP was planted and gave the two members low on HP the positioning they needed to take him out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting told my mic is quiet. I'm gonna try and crouch down to my desk real quick. Time to move everything around. It is a newish microphone. I did turn down Beaver multiple times. Here we go. Got a bit of a better angle now. And let's see how this round goes for round number 4.
All right, again, we got Vezins versus Vezins. The only one out of this is Brown Fella with a Spectral, but again, never count a person out, especially at this level of play. And we got a drone coming in into storage. Will he be able to find Baba Yaga? Yes, he will. And Muffinator gets that pick on Axel from the window right there. And this here is a horrible situation to be with Hybrid because it is a kill box. Anyone that goes in there is susceptible to just getting taken down by Baba Yaga holding that with a Vezin. But he is alone. He is alone, so all Hybrid needs to do is pinch storage, and Baba Yaga will not be able to escape this. We
Yeah,
see
I
here
mean,
Brown Fella holding that hallway, but again, it's not going to be advantageous because Baba Yaga is going to get pinched. Muffinator comes again and gets the second kill on that window.
I unplugged my HDMI cable.
You would think at this point, if Muffinator is getting 2 picks from that window, that this is something they need to be adapting. They need to think, oh, I gotta throw smoke, I gotta throw flash, I gotta do something to basically block the view of this person who's obviously hitting his shots from that distance, from that position, right?
I mean,
And
yeah, you'd think so.
And you would think so. And then take a look at Saxo. He's got 2 tripwires of Marui sitting on top of the stairs. Oh my goodness, Jonesy, you are right. The playstyle of APAC is a funny one indeed. But Peen coming around the corner right here. Muffinator knows he's there. Is he gonna get the pick? And boom! Right there, Muffinator takes down Peen. Oh my goodness, and we saw that the the indicator came out for Peen, but I probably walked too fast before he's crouched, and Muffinator was able to find him with the sound. But now with the 2 last members, they're gonna do a hot drop, and it would be a perfect time because there is nobody in A except now Ranger is, and Brownfella, Baba Yaga, Ranger, 3 people now rotating to A. This is not going to be a good idea as they're holding down the hatch. But are they waiting for a little bit longer, giving them false indicators? And Saxo comes in and takes down Astra. It's the last one here, 5v1. E-Bob with the EMP and a foam is going to have a very difficult situation here. Now, with 24 seconds left, probably the right play is trying to save, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing right now. He's going to be going up, and the only thing that could really just be hurting this if Saxo just breaks that door and takes him out, but no. Ebop, last 7 seconds, going to be saving. Jonesy, talk to me. What do you think went wrong for Hybrid there?
I mean, they're going against a top team in this APAC region, and I've noticed there's quite a skill differential between some of the lower and higher teams. So maybe it's just a fact of it could be they're struggling with the map. It's 6 p.m. Australian Western time, well 6:50 Australian Western time currently. So they may, it's kind of an optimal time to play. At least they're not playing at like 10 in the morning like some people may do to play with some APAC players.
Yeah. And just bear in mind when we first talked about this and with the statistics, right? We said that Hybrid's 100% win rate was factory, and right now we see the scoreboard 3 to 7 DS, 1 to Hybrid. So this is definitely tilting some heads right now because the numbers are saying that Hybrid should be winning this map.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a simple case of this is a defender-sided map and they did start an attack. They have that round, so they will go into the defense at a maximum of a 5-1. So they could easily come back those rounds on that defense side.
Yeah. I'm not too sure how this is going to be playing out. 2 Vezins from Hybrids with 3 pistols, but again, quite a bit of utilities. Got 2 syringes and a foam. And on this particular bomb site, maybe that's all they really need here. But again, like you said, defender-sided, and especially for this bomb site, and the amount of utilities coming out from 7DS, it's going to be a real hard push.
Yeah, I mean, we do have this typical blue side push. Sadly, we don't see the normal hatch. We only see the two Vezins for the side of Hybrid, but we have a couple members of 7DS just jiggle peeking alongside to Astra, trying to get some intel out of this blue
Yeah.
window.
Oh, you see right there? So Muffinator does a very nice info peek trying to see exactly what's happening. There it is again for the third time. Now, the thing is that Axel is trying to challenge Muffinator when he has a Vezin. So with this particular range, it might not be the smartest play right there. You probably need someone Ebob or Peen to be rotating that, but we see all of Hybrid now rotating up onto the roof, and we see here who's that Ebob on Tetris window trying to see if he can pick anybody out, but it looks like it's clear. Scoreboard wise, Muffinator. Oh, and Saxo gets Peen. Muffinator is the dominant player right now on 7DS, and Saxo playing with Axo, pistol versus Marui, but Saxo goes back in, and we are down to a 4v5. It seems here like Hybrid is trying to decide what is the best approach here, but um, we see that they're a little bit disorganized right now with Astra and Axo on yellow door, while Ebop is by himself now joined with Skits trying to take a bathroom, and they do. They easily got it. It seems like the five-man team of 70S decided here's showers, here's lockers, you can have it.
Oh!
And Brown fella headshots, wall bang, Ebop. Unfortunate with that proxy sensor indicating that, but now it's a 3v5. And grenade going out. It's a little bit of damage to Axo. And Muffinator gets that long range kill again down the hallway. Oh, Axo gets Brownfella. But Muffinator is holding that angle. All he needs to do right now is just hold it, and there we go. As I just said, just needs to hold that angle. Baba Yaga coming in for the last one, gets that kill, and 7DS has secured 4 wins for themselves now, and we are down to the last round before we swap sides.
Yeah, I mean, now we see really this final round. Usually we have a full buy round, but I don't know who is going to be able to afford a Vezin. Peen does not look like he's going to be able to afford in that end, so he looks like he may be picking up an SMG of no, he does have a Vezin. He picked up Axo's Vezin, maybe buying attachments. It's just a matter of who will have the better gun power for round number 6.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta say, at this particular level, everyone knows they can hit their shots, so it's not the question about if you have a high accuracy or not, but it's about using those utilities, right? Because if you take a look in that last round, Hybrid was going in there with 2 syringes and 1 breaching foam. They needed smokes, flash, grenades, because people like Muffins, they take advantage of that long range distance, of that peak, because like you said, defender sided, so this means most of the time, the attackers are the ones peeking first, and all Muffin needs to do is just wait for that. So if you got smoke, flash, grenades, that's going to be the game changer here. Last round, here we go. Oh, and already getting that tripwire on 3 members of Hybrid, and Baba Yaga just decides, you know what, I'm going to be watching, I'm going to be waiting right here for you to come right out, but he decides not to, decides to rotate out, and we see here with quite a damage to Hybrid. They're now thinking, are we going to continue with this plan? Because as we see here, Astra has jumped down, or not. Maybe I'm talking way too fast here, but Peen is trying to look at Tetris window. 2 people, 2 roamers, with a possible third one with Ranger if he wanted to. And we can see that this is going to be a reverse play here, where it looks like the defenders are on the hunt. Axel trying to push this, gets it. Incredible, and unfortunately Baba Yaga rotated out of that situation away from his teammates, so there will be no refrags there, but it does leave Hybrid now with an advantage of a 5v4. We see them taking yellow stairs now, and it is theirs, but Baba Yaga is still roaming, and given it enough time will be able to return back onto site, and it's going to be a 4-man hold on A site. Shots going back and forth. Going to be breaching that foam from Hybrid. There it goes. And now Skits getting taken down by Muffinator. And again, we need those smokes, frags, and flashbangs at this moment, but none whatsoever. And again, Ranger taking down Axel. This is going to be a real hard fight. It's still a 4v3. Don't count them out. Ebob gets Muffinator. Should be an ego boost now. A morale boost for Hybrid as they take down 70's best fragger right now. And that EMP does go down. Astra going down. Getting there. And Peen reloading. Doesn't get the kill for Ranger, but is pulling back a 2v1. And Ranger now has the hard task of clearing upstairs before going for that defuse. We see here
exactly the same thing we saw earlier. It's Peen up on this box again. It is Ranger pushing this box again, but he's in lockers this time, so it changed just a little bit from the first time we saw the exact same push.
Yeah, it was. I was about to say it was deja vu. Exactly the same players, wasn't it? That was in that exact same situation. But Hybrid learned from their lesson and goes, you know what? We're not doing this again.
Yeah, I mean, there we see that come through. We do see 7DS now going 4-2 as we push into the second half, meaning if Hybrid win the next 5 on their best map, they may be the winners of map number 1.
Right, and like you said, defender side, Hybrid has 100% win rate, and Factory, maybe this is where it comes out on the defense side. But looking at that scoreboard, Muffinator is 12-2 compared to Peen with the highest kills of 6-4. So there is a significant difference in the distribution of kills here. But again, I think it does chalk down to the use of utilities because they need to be blocking Muffinator's view with smokes and then using flash or grenades to getting people out of those places, because at this level of play, people know where the most obvious spots to camp are. So we need to be seeing those utilities being done properly. All right, first round of the interchange now, and we see here Muffinator on a rappel, and this is the kind of thing I love to see, right? You know someone's out of the window, but let's reposition differently so then when someone instinctively aim for the head, they're not going to be aiming for your head. All right, and Peen is roaming. And Axel gets taken down by Baba Yaga's Taurus. 70S making a good push already. And the question is Peen going to keep roaming or is he going to be returning back to site? Shots going through the wall, nothing really connecting here. And Baba Yaga with that Taurus. Scary Baba Yaga with that Taurus. Muffinator now. He's going to be peeking. He's going to try to find the take from Ebob here, but again, look at that info peek. Very interesting info peek. Instead of doing that 90-degree snap turn, it's a very simple whoop, here's my shoulder, and Astra gets the double kill! Incredible! Baba Yaga, is he going to now get his own double kill? Or with 25 HP, it's possible. Baba Yaga is like, please don't shoot over my head. I need to get 2 kills here. Ranger, get that wall bang. It's a 3v3. Baba Yaga goes for the second shot. Reloads. Is he gonna? And here it is. Peen, come on, Peen. Peen's checking out the window. Nobody's there. Peen, come quick, come to the flank. Oh, that was a very scary one. Yep. Oh no! Skits getting taken down. Baba Yaga looking for that pick. Will he get it? And unfortunately, Skits that double kill of his own. Saxo is getting pinched now. Peen finally out here from the flank. Is Peen going to get the kill? He sees him and gets the kill. And third, and the round goes to Hybrid. Now a 3-4. Oh, what an incredible but funny round that was, Jonesy.
Yeah, I mean, there we see it. We see the Hybrid on the defense, on their best map. We can kind of see now what we mean. If you're playing on a certain map, then you might do better. And we have some news coming in from that bronze match, which was being played in the background. 6-6 on Hideout to Imugi and Pavlov Dogs. 7-0 ship with Imugi winning, and then 7-5 on Skyscraper with Imugi winning, meaning Imugi takes the 3rd place in the NA region.
Oh, that is great. That's good news. That's good news. Alright, 20 seconds before the round starts. Second round, and we see here one Vezin going to Skits with that syringe. We got that frag and door blocker from hybrids, right? So interesting. Second round, one thing I don't really expect from 7DS especially is that a cloaking device so early on. But we're
I
going to see
mean,
how that.
yeah. I love the cloak, honestly. The cloak on this map as well, with all the tight corridors, it's really helpful.
Mm,
And I've always seen Saxo pick that up as we have a gravel bathroom push coming
yeah.
through.
And Josie, first time I've seen season one with professional teams making an entry like this.
Yeah, yeah.
A five-man jump in through one window in the
Four.
bathroom.
One's in the
Oh, you're right.
assembly.
Saxo is
He's in Gen.
he's in generator and he's having his own little fight with Axo and Peen up there. But this means that if they did the math, 70S knows there's only maybe maximum of 3 people holding the sides.
Oh.
Saxo getting his fight down, getting both kills. Incredible from 70S Saxo right there. But Skits with the Vezin does get ground filler. The doors, the walls are going to be the focus right now. The hatches gets taken down. Muffinator putting that foam down, and here we go. But again, is this the right pick? Because remember, Skits has a Vezin, so in terms of a distance fight, Skits has the higher percentage of winning this fight right now. And again, right? Just gotta hold that angle. And you just gotta stay crouch, and you gotta wait for 7DS to be making that mistake first.
Yeah, I mean, now there is no stims for 7DS, so they kind of have to play it careful. If they take down Skits, they can grab that stim at the end of the round. But we do have the EMP on the wall, and it is a sort of plant where they can watch from that hatch.
Yeah, no further utilities from Hybrid. Ebob getting taken down, and it is going to be a 2v3, but sorry, a 2v4, but I have to say, Saxo with 1 HP might be taken out of this game pretty quickly. And Skits with the Vezin and Astra with the Taurus needs to be making a conscious decision to be pushing together to securing that site back from Hybrid. From 7DS in order to get that EMP back. And Ranger playing around the corner. And we see here Baba Yaga on the top now. And this might be I'm going to call it prematurely, but it might be going towards 7DS right now because even though, dang, Ranger. That top, that's what I was saying. Baba Yaga holding that top hatch is going to be the part that might give them the win here.
Yeah, we do see Skits rotating out over towards Orange. Looks like he may be going for a save with the Vezin and the stim in hand.
So it seems, first of all, that the approach of this particular map, I just need to throw out the playbook. My expectation of what teams are supposed to be doing no longer exists. So it's fun to see that happen, and what's more important though, besides it being fun, is seeing how the other team reacts to that. So if you see and hear a 4-man team breaking a window and jumping through that window, how do you react to that? And from what we saw from Hybrid, it seems like the reaction and appropriately from Skits was to hold that long angle, but his other teammates needed to start pinching to avoid giving them more map control or taking map control away from 7DS so they could actually hold that bomb site more effectively.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of see all the different plays coming through, and I mean, it's currently just Hybrid. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle to come back, but maybe, just maybe, will we see them try and tie this map up.
Yeah, and we see here Hybrid already pinging where Saxo is, hearing his repel, so they know that someone is going to be on Tetra's window. But in this particular bomb sites, it is heavily defender sided and it requires very little roaming at all. Axel tucked into the corner of Tetris right now, but a little bit problematic as Baba Yaga has that. Oh, and Axel gets it, and the. We need to watch that replay later, Jonesy. I don't care what we do. We need to watch that. Rewind.
I didn't get that on my angle.
Oh my god. That was an incredible grenade. 2 bounces on 2 walls, lands straight onto his feet. Incredible. Leaving a 3v3 right now. Everything can go either way, and we're seeing how now 7DS is going to be utilizing the top hatch with Muffinator and Ranger. But the question is, are they going to be getting supported by Baba Yaga from the outside there, or is this going to be like a two-man team, one-man team, and we're going to see a push right there? Um, Again, it's a particular bomb site where defenders don't really need to be roaming here. It needs to just be waiting for 7DS to be coming to them, right? They need to be making the mistake here. And if you take a look in utility-wise, 7DS only has a breaching foam and one syringe, right? So there's no flashbang, no grenades, no smoke, right? This is going to be a match of who's got the best angle, who's got the right timing and the patience for that timing, right? And now we're going to see strategies coming in where they're about to try to retake showers, but they need to take that. I honestly think they need to take that wall down right now with a minute and 17 seconds. Ranger is holding that. So there we go. Foam is going down. Ranger gets Peen in showers, and now it is a 2v3. I'm wondering what's the play here because that foam is down and Ranger has showers. So what is the play? Is Baba Yaga's trying to be counter flanking here or okay? Wall is going down.
What a grenade!
Good grenade and very nice that they baited that grenade out before anything else. Muffinator going for that plant. Astra, Ebob obviously hearing that plant going down and they need to be reacting to that. And unfortunately, Ebob gets Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga returns that with Astra right there, but it's a hard one right now. We all know this. This across every region, NA, EU, and Asia Pacific, this doesn't change. I call this the check, right? Because right now, with two people with Vezins at high ground and your back needs to be pushed against them, it is check for Hybrid right now. The only way to really break out this check is for Ebob to find the right angles from below them and then peeking out as Ebob is doing right now. This is the play right here, but it's going to be a difficult thing to do. And the problem is now Ebob is going into a position that could easily be seen by both Muffinator and Ranger, and I think it's decided that he's not going to try to challenge this and going to be saving. But this means that 7DS has, at the very best, a tie on map 1.
Yeah, we do see now 7DS cannot lose this map, so now Hybrid want to come back 3 more rounds to try and take the tie. That will set them in a good place for the next 2 maps and guaranteeing a 3rd map to come through if they do win 3 more rounds.
And again, for people just joining us, remember that Hybrid statistically is actually supposed to be winning this map because they have 100% win rate on factory. But what we also have to acknowledge is that 7DS is rank 1 with 100% win rate across the board, right? So this is an interesting map and we can see exactly how both teams are living up to the expectations of the kind of skill that we are expecting here, right? Now, the only question, as I keep coming back to, and I'm sorry to sound like the person who keeps repeating himself, but utilities are so important in this matchup right now because that smoke, flash, and grenades are the deciding factors there. And we saw in the last round exactly what it is. All right, here we go. Axel holding that window. I don't know if he should be peeking that, but excellent grenade from Peen, taking 3 members of 7DS to low HP. And this is exactly what I want to see. Annoy them enough so they stop their original plan. They need to then adapt to that. But we see here how Saxo is cloaked coming down yellow stairs. And in a moment, you're about to see Saxo possibly one tap Axo from the back right now. Axo not watching. And there it is. All right. 5v4. Hybrid now needs to be thinking what is the best play here because Peen is still on the flank and it might not be a good idea anymore as the 3-man Ranger Ebola and Baba Yaga is about to take down that wall on A side. Peen getting Saxo, Muffinator taking Peen as a reef. This is crazy happening with that flashbang going out. Bola pushing in with Baba Yaga now trying to see if he can get that wall down. And we have Ranger from that long range, holding from that angle. Skid's getting Baba Yaga. Unfortunately, not able to get that pixel peak on time. But we do have Muffinator and Ranger at long range. Ebola getting Astra. Sorry, Astra getting Ebola. And has a free Vezin right there. Astra just needs to rotate around Connector to get that rifle. And now 2v2. And we have both teams with stims, so it's don't count them out just yet for any sides. And we have Muffinator trying to see if he could make a push towards the left-hand side of A. But what is the plan for the other member, Ranger here? It's going to be interesting. They got 1 minute left. And this
Yeah, I
is
mean, they could easily give the round away here if they wanted to, because they do have that advantage. But maybe it looks like they might be going for a different angle. It's quite a hard angle to take here with that both of these A walls down.
and look at that 4 ping from Hybrid right there, showing that exactly this is where they are. And now both team members, Skits and Astra, have rotated to A. Shots are being exchanged now. We still have that door blocker. Muffinator getting tagged in the shoulder there. And again, they still have their syringes, so it's an easy game, but it's still 23 seconds left. So they cannot wait for Muffinator to fully get back to HP. Muffinator taking down Astra, and with 15 seconds left, Muffinator is planting, and Skits needs to be retaking this as quick as possible. Do not let them go outside, or else this is going to be a real hard challenge, and might be giving 70S the win on map 1.
Yeah, I mean, this angle on the EMP is not going to be easy to get. It's planted on quite an isolated box. You can kind of watch it from towards lobby. It just completely depends what angle Skits wants to take. Muffinator sitting quite close still to this blown wall. The Skits are just rotated out of connector. Near now the
And
EMP.
and Ranger is on the top right there, so he just needs to jump down like a spooky ninja as he's about to do that.
Ooh.
And watch this, Ranger knows and boop, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, map 1 goes to 70S. And remember, 70S 100% win rate, and this map being theirs just only solidifies that 100%. Hybrid needs to come back and think about how to utilize their utilities more efficiently, because we have a look at the scoreboard: 14 and 5, 8 and 7 for Muffinator and Saxo, Ranger 7 and 5. So we need to be disrupting their lines of sight. We need to be looking at the kind of playstyles they're making and adapting to it accordingly, because right now, Hybrid is being punished for not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we see it here now looking down at this scoreboard. Skits Mix going 11 and 8, the top fragger for Hybrid, while Saxo in the same spot on the leaderboard went 8 and 7. Muffinator going 14 and 5 with that huge XP difference, score difference.
Yeah. Now the thing that really hurts professional players as we do this high stress situations is that you lose the first map, and it's a coin flip whether or not your morale is going to be down or up, right? If you're a good team, you hype yourself up, you tell yourself it's okay, it's a new map, new us, we got this, right? And that's the thing that you need to be telling yourself, right? Because if you go into that second map, and we've seen this across NA and EU and Asia Pacific, that losing the first map is just a hiccup, and that's the way you need to be treating it, or else it's going to be bringing the morale down, the performance down into that second map.
Yeah, we are going to see maybe a little break coming through here as we just push through. I'm going to take a little quick bit of a break here, and we will catch you going into map number 2. Welcome back in. We are coming into map number 2, Skyscraper. Beaver, let us know what's going to go on.
Well, as we said in the last map with Factory, Hybrid has that statistics of 100% win rate. Now we're on Skyscraper, and that's 100% win rate for 7DS. So 7DS winning the first map, coming into the second map. Statistically, we are expecting 7DS to be winning this map. But as we saw, things can be flipped, and the other team could be taking advantage of the statistics and telling everyone, no, you're wrong. Let me show you how we can win this map. So it's going to be a very interesting decider here. But as we can see that in the very first round of the map, we see Baba Yaga still going for that Taurus, and it's so bizarre to see something like that because that really hurts the economy, bringing Baba Yaga to only 25 credits. So if he doesn't get the kills going into the second round, he's going to be the person who is only going to still be using the Taurus.
Yeah, we do see this bottom floor site, one which I personally do not mind, but it's quite a fun one to rush. We do have flashbang from Ball coming in, no one in that room. 4 players around site with Peen once again being the designated roamer for Hybrid.
And Axel does get that pick from Saxo. Baba Yaga swinging, gets that kill.
Oh.
Really well done. Excellent job from both sides right now. 4v4, wall is down, Ranger gets Astra. Second wall going down, and we now see that Baba Yaga is probably going to be holding from outside, and that's exactly what he's doing. Both Ebob and Skits need to be thinking to themselves, we need to take B side again, because right now there is no one from Hybrid in B, and Ebob now trying to peek from the window, gets Ranger, really excellent shot right there. Skits coming up from above Ebob, and
Ooh.
Bola does get peened from the back right there. EMP is down 3v2. Now, Muffinator getting tagged a few times from the back, but all they need to do for Bola and Muffinator... Oh, sorry, I thought the EMP was already planted, but now Bola and Muffinator, all they need to do is just hold that doorway, because do not let... Oh my goodness, Skits getting that top headshot on Bola. Right, but Muffinator does not see, and Baba Yaga doesn't. Oh, Muffinator then turns around and gets Ebob. The reflexes on Muffinator is incredible, because we're seeing that with that sound cue, with the pings from his teams, he's reacting accordingly, and now it is a 1v2. Skits having more HP here in this fight, but again, with a Taurus and Muffinator's accuracy, it is very possible to be changing that all up real quick, real soon.
Ooh,
It's getting Baba Yaga, and here we go. Let's watch this. And that was a good firefight from both teams right there. But I do think that even if Muffinator went down, they may not have enough time to have defused that EMP.
Yeah, I mean, there we do see it. There was not much time. I still need to boot up my interactive scoreboard channel point system. It is a little bit buggy as it had a crash as I booted up. But I will manually do that scoreboard for you, Brown. Between maps as well, we will always pull up scoreboard, and if you ask in chat, I will try to pull it up if we are not in an intense moment.
Alright. 20 seconds left before the round starts, and we see standard thing right now. We have those who can afford buy Vezins, and a lot of good utils. This is what I want to see from this level of play. We got frags, we got breaching form, we got a second frag, we got cloak, we got all of these good stuff. And are we about to see a 4-man jump into a window? Is this?
No, I reckon they might take it a bit slow here. They do have their teammate Saxo hopping in, flashing himself.
No, they're jumping. They're jumping in, and just like that, Baba Yaga. Oh my goodness, it's a kill box right here. It's a 4v2. you can see here 70s is saying to themselves, hey, you know, guys, let's just high tempo this, right? We got Vezins. They're going to have pistols only. And that's exactly paying off for them. EMP coming down from Muffinator. Axel Skits, unfortunately, getting pushed out of the room while Axel is trying to flank, but Saxo gets him. All right.
I
And
mean, yeah, there
70s.
Skits was looking over towards Axo's body through the wall. Wasn't looking down the sight of his gun and just
Yeah.
walked into the line of fire.
Yeah, and for those who are thinking, you know, what distinguish, you know, like a number one team, number two team from like a rank 15 or rank 20, it's about positioning. Because if you saw where Saxo was, granted he was cloaked, he actually didn't put himself at head level, meaning that most of these players right now they have the muscle memory of when they aim down their sights, it's aimed at head level. So Sax realizes that's going to be a thing, puts himself a bit above the cardboard that's theirs. So then when you aim head level, you're going to be aiming at his foot.
Yeah, that is wonderful positioning here from this top APAC team. And I mean, Hybrid were putting up a fight in that first map, but what do you think they lost between that and now this second skyscraper?
Sorry, Jonesy, you cut out there.
What do you think they lost between these two maps, Hybrid?
I honestly think it's again the overextending. So because right now they do commit to one or two roamers, which is quite strange because in the couple of bomb sites that we had in the last two, it didn't necessarily require a roamer. Instead, it required just the utilities and holding angles in order to prevent that map control that they're getting. But we see here, for example, Peen is outside, gets a few shots on Muffinator, but is going to get peaked very soon. Yep, exactly, by the drone. And now Baba Yaga and Saxo and Muffinator are taking this this door site right now. But we see Axo getting one pick, and I always say cockroach, right? I tell people once the roamer gets that kill, cockroach out of there, go back to bomb site because you have the advantage. Do not give them more. All right, 5v4. We see here Muffinator getting that health syringe. He's back to 100 HP. Lovely smoke from Saxo. Exactly what I'm saying. Disrupt that side view. And now we're going to have that foam coming onto that wall. Axo, E-Bob getting Saxo. E-Bob getting the second kill. Bean getting the third. And we now have a 5v1. This is a amazing turn of a tide from Hybrid right now. All they need to do is pinch Baba Yaga. They got the ping already. Look at that 4 ping. The teammate already knows where they are. It's a question of pinching him, and Skit's going for that, and it does exactly that. All right, incredible. Bear in mind that was the third round, which we always say is the equalizer because both teams got the Vezin, and right now we're seeing Hybrid utilizing that equalizer round, putting 1 point onto the scoreboard. And with that new round coming in, we do expect, with the amount of money that Skids has, Peen has, Astra has, that they're going to be buying lots of utilities to preventing 70s from taking advantage like we saw in the last map.
I mean, yeah, we are now going into round number 4. We do have a couple of rifles for the side of 70s, only Saxo going without.
All right, and let's take a look at what Hybrids is doing. Look at Peen's placements on those tripwires. That is a fantastic placement, and I'm honestly, I'm gonna put my spectator cam right on those tripwires. I'm gonna see whether or not they see it, because if they don't, 70s is going to have a rude start right here.
And we do have this drone coming through.
The drone doesn't see it. The drone doesn't see it. Oh no, Ranger. Oh no! And there we go, Peen getting that, and that grenade. Oh my goodness, that was an interesting exchange right there, because if you didn't see Axel, the way he threw that grenade, it was like, here, take it. It doesn't even care that he exposed his entire body for that. Alright, 4v4. 70s has bathroom now.
Grenade coming in again.
Hey, oh my goodness. Peen with the grenades, Peen with the tripwire. My man, He is going insane right there with the explosives. I'd love to see it. That hybrid is in fact, again, taking advantage of the utilities, but Saxo is um, on the other side
Oh,
right now, but there is a door blocker blocking him. Ebola is rotating with Saxo right now, but remember, we have one roamer from
yeah.
hybrid, and Skids does get Saxo, but Bola does take Saxo back out, and now it is a 2v3, and again, all hybrid needs to do is just wait for 70s to come to them, because they have the advantage, they have the firepower, right? Did they flash themselves there, Jonesy? I think they did.
They can't get a flash on defense.
Oh,
So
sorry. So,
I think Baller chucked it over the divider.
oh my goodness. All right. Now, from spectator, you probably don't really see this, but Bola, Muffinator, they are running around, so this does tell Hybrid exactly where they are. And again, P needs to just hold that angle, and boom, just like that. I don't know if P needed to peek that, but now it is a 2v1. We know where the last person is. Ebob and Astra are making their rotations in order to see exactly where the last person is. Ebob having that, I don't even know if you can call that a corner, but waiting for Muffinator to come all the way down to taking him out. But I don't know if that's the play right here, because we both know, at least Astra and the rest of his team knows where Muffinator is. That 3 ping just gets pointed out. Ebob needs to be making that swing. Ebob just needs to swing. Will Ebob swing? No, he will not. And Jonesy, what did I just see? They just gave them a site.
Yeah, I mean, we do have now the EMP going down. Muffin getting a flick, nearly getting Astra. Gets Astra, just Ebob left,
What
and
is
he gets
happening?
the flick.
Jonesy, what is happening? I got no words. Why did they give him the site?
I honestly have no idea, but we see there he comes through, and Muffin clutches another round.
I, I, words missing, gone.
Yeah, same here, man.
I think if I put themselves in their shoes, I think possibly one of the reasons why they did that was because the ping that we saw, that I thought as a spectator indicated where he was, they probably was a guess ping. They didn't actually hear Muffinator, right? They just thought maybe he was there. So and Ebot having that weird corner that he was holding and didn't see anyone come through probably gave them the false impression that Muffinator had rotated to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we do see now this second floor radio. Axo is waiting for that jump in, which isn't going to happen this time.
All right, 5th round. Here we go. 70s definitely has the momentum here, right? Coming out with those 2 wins. And now Baba Yaga breaking
Ooh.
down the window. Peen getting that double kill from the flank. Oh my goodness. And he has pinged EMP. He's got that syringe as well, picked up from the body. And now Peen, all he needs to do is hold EMP, which now places the entire situation into reverse. Ranger getting Axel. But now it is defenders attacking, attackers defending. And what are we going to see here? Because Skids gets that kill from the top. Will Hybrid rotate towards Peen to holding that EMP? Because right now, with the last 2 members of 70s, Baba Yaga and Ranger, they seem to have a very awkward position right now where they're watching that window, but they need to go to that EMP that Peen is holding, kill him, and then go to the bomb site and get the rest of the 3 members of Hybrid. So this might be a very difficult play for 70s right now. What do you think their next move is going to be, Jonesy?
Honestly, I have no idea. Peen is rotated away from the EMP, going back towards the front lobby. Ranger is on the helipad watching the window. Same window that Baba Yaga is watching from a bit more of a safer angle, really. But Ranger is peeking between the grates on the edge of this helipad, just kind of being careful, taking it slow.
But Jonesy, I don't mean to interrupt you, but like, why is Peen leaving the EMP?
Yeah, I mean, that's not something we always see. Usually you watch that EMP like your life depends on it, but just going a little bit different.
Because right now we see both Ranger and Baba Yaga on the roof, right? And there might be a chance that they're just probably going to save this, but if Baba Yaga and Ranger went to the EMP, that it would have been theirs. So I think again, this is a game of also about reacting to the situation as it unfolds. You see that 70S dropped the EMP. You have a member of Hybrid at the EMP, so logically it only makes sense that if you reposition the four guys to that EMP, you would be able to hold it effectively. Because if you take a look, the EMP is dropped in that room, and that room is a bomb site, right? So they could just adapt their playstyle in pretending this is the new bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily just drop it and do it, but then you risk not being in sight, and they can easily just sweep it, and you have to go full rotate. But it looks like Baba Yaga is saving. They are doing rhythms with each other with the gesture.
Yeah, it's always fun to see teams having fun in such a professional match right here. Um, I'm happy that Hybrid won that round, but at the same time, I am equally confused why they won that round. So coming into the final round before swapping sides here, um, we expect everyone to be going down to 0 credits right here because there's no reason not to buy everything. Get the floor flashbangs. People always say, why do you need floor flashbangs? The answer is because you can, right? Just
Yeah.
take it. And then especially if you don't use all 4 in the same go, at least you know there's 2 extra ones somewhere at some place that you can bring with you, right? Most people don't realize that, you know, if you have the extra utilities, you know, put them on the windowsill that you're about to breach in, put them on the hallways that you're about to go in. That way, use the ones that are on your chest, and then you have extras as backup here. But I'm happy to see at least Axel is 0 credit. We see on the sides of 7DS, most of their teams have bought everything, and it's going to be real fun to see with all those smoke, all those incendiaries, all those grenades coming into play now.
Yeah, I mean, we do not know what we're going to see. Maybe we see 7DS coming back and getting a fourth round on the board.
All right, 10 seconds into the match already. We got a proxy outside. And oh no, sorry, that's not a proxy. Those are 2 tripwires. Eh, wow. Jones, do you see these tripwires right
Where?
just outside A?
A. I'm blind.
It's in between 2 carton boxes right here. But as we go in to the other bomb site, 3-man team, and if you didn't see, Ranger finally looked to the urinal. He did not want to get blown up a second time. All right, Jonesy, deja vu. I mean, we this is the same playbook that 70S did before with a B-side push. Lovely flashbang from Saxo, scaring off Axel back into bomb site. He now has the hallway, but again, this is exactly the same play. So Hybrid needs to be adapting, realizing that they're going to be doing exactly the same thing here. Ebola going for that flashbang, but there is a static field right there. Ebob getting Ranger. They need to get rid of that static. Ebob getting that second kill. They need to get rid of that static field. Now Ebob going ping. Oh my goodness. There's just, it is a 5v1, ladies and gentlemen. And the placements and the use of the grenades is the defining factor of this round right here. Because Saxo is alone, getting taken out by Axel.
Yeah, we see it there. We see. Oh my. We see Hybrid coming in and clutching it, now making it 3-3, leaving these last 6 rounds to decider. Will we see a third map or will we not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, if Hybrid wins this map, Jonesy, you and I, we just need to stop looking at statistics because they lie. They always lie.
Yeah, they do.
100% win rate. 92% win. Nah, just let's not care about statistics if this
A
happens.
lot has changed since the end of the actual season. You think we had the Christmas break, maybe people got better specs, so now they're playing at a higher quality rather than a a 180p mashed
Yeah.
together Quest 2 on a PC.
Yeah, someone got that Quest 3 for Christmas and bought a gaming chair with it, and that could be the difference here. But as we see here, 10 seconds before the first round of the swap sides is about to begin. And am I going to see? Yep, if I look to my thing. Oh, Bola and Baba Yaga with Taurus.
Yeah, they love the Taurus over here in the APAC region.
I also see that in the NA region as well. Taurus is a really big thing. And I guess I expect that, right? If you have such high level players, then definitely they have the skill to use it.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to who is using it. It's, I honestly don't mind it, but I can't hit a headshot to save me.
It's a high risk thing, right? Because like I said, everyone that's playing right now is on a high caliber, but the problem is that Bob,
Oh.
I say that and instantly Baba Yaga just gets a one tap on Peen. Is he gonna get a second one? Now if you take a look there, both Ebob and Astra just watched Peen get one tap, and now they're thinking, do I really want to go down there?
Yeah, I mean, you've always got to be careful. If you see a teammate go down, do you want to follow them down? Usually not, but Axel and Skips on this lounge window, gently firing, pre-firing Bowler.
Yeah.
No one watching these no one watching these A side stairs anymore.
Yeah, but one thing that I do like that what Hybrid have done, they've broken down the windows and they're holding in. Axel just came in, and Bola gets that headshot. One more. Is Bola gonna get the second one? Oh my God! And unfortunately, Bola gets taken down by Astra. Reinforcements are here. Skit's getting Muffinator. It is now a 3v3. They have Lounge now, and all they need to do is just get that foam down. Oh
Ooh.
my goodness! Astra was so busy looking for the foam. Gets tapped by Baba Yaga.
I mean, yeah, he still has 17 shots left in this Taurus. He's using a lot of the ammo, but it is now a 3v2, and we do have Saxo on the rotate. Ebob doesn't notice, goes down, now just left up to Skits.
Skits from Hybrid needs to challenge his alpha elements right now and decide, you know what, these three guys got nothing on me. You can
Ooh.
throw a grenade. I'm not going down. I'm going to take all of you with me. You could shoot me through the wall. I'm still taking all three of you. And now Skits thinking, you know what, I'm going to get Saxo on the left first, and then I'm going to get the other two that's on site. But at this point, Skits, what he needs to do is get that breaching foam, blow that wall, grab that EMP, plant it, and then kill three guys. Easy, right, Jonesy?
I mean, on 58 HP, not really. Saxo gone back out into the corridor. It is just a 1v3. He's blown the foam. Not enough time to plan. If they all run into him now, he can get the win. 5 seconds left on the round. Looks like we may be seeing a fourth round for 7DS. He gets one, though, just for that little bit more eco. And the second one rushes him.
And Baba Yaga is about to rush him too. Look, you get Baba Yaga.
It's all
He did it. I told you. All he needed to do was to kill Saxo on the left first, then the two guys on the right with get the breaching wall. All he needed though was just 10 more seconds. That's all he
Yeah,
needed
I
to do.
mean, if he would have had that 20 seconds, I don't reckon they would have pushed him, but he still played really well. The placement that he put in worked out, and he kind of wiped 7DS there. They're losing all of
Yep.
that stuff they had on them.
Yeah, because remember the danger of those Taurus is that it does wreck your economy. And even though you did win, take a look at Bola right now. He did win, but he's down to 1700, right?
Yeah, he
Baba
has bought a
Yaga,
Taurus.
yeah, he bought a Taurus. But Baba Yaga, I would say because he got that 2 pick, he was actually able to get that Vezin. And now his teammates are compensating by getting his attachments, the utilities that we need for A and B side right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to come down now to this round to see if Hybrid can get a bit of momentum in the second half.
Yeah. Reaching that door, and unfortunately the particle effects when you breach that door actually rains down through the floor, which means that people know that you've done that and you're now coming down from that stairs. But Muffinator has servers, so far there is a greater map control from 7DS, but that is going to change very quickly now as Axel is in the vent and Peen and Astra are coming from the windows of server, and we're about to see that whether or not Axel can spot out Muffinator on the right hand side. Peen coming in. Oh, this could be COD timing. Oh, unfortunate. Peen's sound of coming in made Muffinator look towards the right hand side instead of the vent. Unfortunate COD timing there. Baba Yaga does get Axel though. Remember, no one from Hybrid has a Vezin, so Baba Yaga holding that angle is advantageous there. There's no Taurus, there's not going to be a one-tap headshot here from Hybrid, so this is more favored. Skits getting Saxo. Baba Yaga returning some shots back. We see Skits is low on 8 HP. Baba Yaga gets that headshot. 3v3, Skit still on 8 HP though, so this is going to be a really one-sided battle if they're not able to take off Baba Yaga with that Vezin. Oh, and now it's a 2v2. The suggestion here would be to give... Oh, look at that. What a good friend E-Bob was. Took that syringe, gave it to Skits, and now both members of Hybrid is going to be high on health. But again, they might not matter that most if Baba Yaga has that Vezin. But it might be advantageous towards, or more favored towards Hybrid with that EMP planted, since they've now been able to get into position here. But Ranger does get it there, and Baba Yaga spots him out and
What
gets
a
him
click
there.
there. I mean, he only had one mag and then half of a spare mag, so he really didn't have much. He had to conserve his ammo there towards the end of that half, and 7DS are carrying this momentum onwards.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we're not playing onwards. Wrong pump.
Let's have a look at that scoreboard real quickly. Baba Yaga is top fragging right now for 7DS, and Skits is top fragging for Hybrid. 9-4 for Skits, 11-5 to Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I mean, it's going quite well. We see sort of the main fraggers for each team, and it's always the same people up there near the top.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that you know, the opponents, the opposing sides, they need to be watching out for those top fraggers right there, because it's not to say because okay, they have the highest kill death ratio, but it's actually more about the fact that you know that the priority of the Vezin is going to go towards them. The syringes are going to go towards them. So once you take them out, you realize, okay, they dropped the Vezin, they dropped the syringe. We could probably steal that and use it for our own. Right, so that's the reasoning of being able to identify who the top fraggers are. But coming
Yeah,
now into round number 9, is it that static field is towards the staircase here. 7DS has a pretty good hold here, but remember now at this round, Hybrid is coming in with all Vezins, so they cannot just rely on that range battle anymore from 7DS. They need to be smart and use those utilities. But we do see drones coming out, identifying where Muffinator was. Bola and Muffinator holding top site. It might be a bit risky since their position has already been known, but they decided they're going to hold this high ground as long as possible, while Saxo on the other side of the map, roaming on that side as well. And it's going to be really interesting because essentially they have 3 roamers at this point, and it is mind-boggling to see at this level of play that possibly working for 7DS. One thing I
yeah. I
noticed
mean,
though,
anything could work.
yeah, and the one thing I'm also noting from Hybrid is that they are, oh, Axel getting Bola, right? Like I said, it's a very strange thing to keep holding because they know you're there. You need to you need to rotate out of there because that's the last known location they were going to be looking at. But I noticed that what Hybrid is doing now is, notice it's much slower than the last couple of rounds now. They've taken things slower, and I think that's kind of putting 7DS a bit off because now they're rotating too prematurely from the other side, and You can see here Muffinator is behind that box. He's just waiting for some kind of sound cue before he peeks up. Oh, no, never mind. He decided peeks. No one's there. But unfortunately, look at that. He gets spotted out already, and there's a ping on Muffinator's spot, so they know exactly what they need to do pre-fire. And there it goes. The info peek from Peen tells him out. Muffinator really committing to this spot here. Axel getting Ranger. Oh no. Muffinator does take one, but swings out too late because now 70S has one player left. It is a 4v1, and the EMP is going down.
Some shaky hands here by Saxo as he sprays down the corridor. We do have Axo on a very close, but we see the sprays coming through without Vezin. Only 9 shots in the mag of Saxo, 74 HP, and he's going against here Axo. Loaded Vezin in hand. He doesn't manage to get the headshot, and there we have another round coming towards Hybrid, making it now 5-4, 70S still in the lead.
You know, that's why in close quarter you see teams go back to the Vezin, because that high fire rate is obviously more preferred, right? The Marui, it's not the same as a Taurus, but because of the slower fire rate, you need to think about the same principle there, right? Because of the slower fire rate, you need to be able to hit your headshots first before the other team. And that's why we see that there is a lower usage of Marui in such high level of gameplay. But nonetheless, one thing I will say from that last round is 70S is overcommitting to positions and is overcommitting to the amount of roamers they have. I think they need to scale back a little bit down because, again, at these kinds of bomb sites, at this kind of map, I would even say, it is defender-sided.
Yeah, I mean, this map, I'd say Skyscraper is sometimes even, but it very much currently seemed defender-sided in that first half, but sadly for 70S Hybrid coming back just a little bit, maybe pushing them through into a third map.
Alright. Holding radio room from 70S. Drone is in though, is able to spot out both Baba Yaga and Muffinator. At this point, what do we do here? Because here from the side of Hybrids, you can't really go through that window. That's a no-go. So, yep, very smart move from Astra, rotating out of there and trying to figure out a different way to approach this. There is Jonesy, 2 static fields on those orange couches. Definitely locking it down for the time being. But we see here Pina and Astra peeking out that window from that hallway of radio, being able to get that. And I'm not sure if this is the engagement you want to get into. Ooh. Axel gets Baba Yaga. Really nice, well done. Astra throwing that grenade. Will he get... No, won't, but Skit's getting... I don't even know what that indicator was, but Peen killing himself with that grenade. And what we have here, oh, it's a 4v1 against Ranger now. We might see Hybrid taking this next round right here.
I think Axo disconnected. Nope, Axo's back. I think tracking got lost there a little bit as he was just kind of gliding across the map. Ranger doesn't know where the push is coming from, but we do have the door blocker going down on radio side. Flash in.
What a beautiful.
Gets 1, gets 2, and nearly gets the third, but Hybrid tying it up 5-5, pushing for that map, number 3.
Now, I know that we probably would have guessed that 70S was going to lose that round, but that very specific moment of Ranger being Flash is an excellent example of Hybrid using good utilities. But if you rewatch that, Ranger got 2 kills while he was flashed.
Yeah.
And people at home probably think, it's dumb luck. But no, remember, these people at this level of play have the muscle memory of aiming at height level when they raise up their gun, right? So that's exactly the kind of thing that we saw just there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this. We are an hour 26 into the stream, and we're just getting towards the end of map number 3. 2. Jeez, we're not near the end of map 3 yet. I'm overestimating a little bit. We do have everyone kind of buying. We have High Bilbo coming in instead of Baller for 7DS.
Yeah, and remember with at this stage, you know, teams are required to record, and that does take a huge hit on the battery if you're playing on Quest 2 or Quest 3 here.
Yeah, unless you have like an infinite battery pack set up, you are going to have a bit of a struggle recording. But I mean, these people are managing. We've had people in here the whole time, and they're probably just waiting to tick down before they grab someone else in, like we've seen twice so far for 7DS.
Now, if Hybrid is able to secure the win of this map, going into map 3 is going to be Ship. And oh, Saxo gets Axo already. And coming into Ship, though, that is going to be the real decider because both teams, statistically, don't perform as well as both Factory and Skyscraper here. So it's going to be a very interesting showdown. But as we see here, Hybrid already has one member lost. It is a 5v4. And as always, Hybrid is taking it slow, or I should say slower than usual, as they're able to now take control of the big lobby right now. But Saxo does get that pick. And now it turns into a 5v3. Now I'm happy to see that 7DS is learning from their previous mistakes where they no longer are over committing to a position and rotating out once they get that pick. However, with only 3 members left on Hybrid, they need to be grouping up together to be figuring out which bomb site they want to take out. But with he, how do you say his name? Bilbo?
I say High Bilbo. Oh,
Hi Bilbo, yeah. Hi
yeah, that's what
Bilbo
I say.
is holding that.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! And Hi Bilbo is about to get one tap right there, right?
Just Astrid now. It's come down to another 1v5 this time. Hybrid on the lower end. What picks are we going to see? We see Baba Yaga picking it up. Astra nearly getting shots off, and 7DS just need one more round to take the grand finals.
Oh my goodness, Jonesy. This is it. This is it right here, right? One more round, as you said, and 7DS will be the champions of Season 1 of the Asia Pacific region, right? So with that level of high stakes right now, you can see Hybrid reacting by buying everything they possibly can right now, right? They're getting all the utilities, even though it's not the final sorry,
It is the
because it
final
is the
round.
final round. They're buying everything they can, all the utilities, right? So this is it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously buying all that utility now comes out on the final round just to try and get that last push to tie it up. Getting that third map. If Hybrid lose this one, we do see the 10,000, their split of the 10,000 US dollar prize pool going down to 7DS.
Right. 2 seconds left, and if you take a look at the roof, it is littered with grenades right now. So,
Looks like my bedroom floor.
so I mean, it's good to get all of those utilities, but bring them with you. Don't leave them on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Axo already on that upper lounge next to B site. Pings coming through. That drone is seeing High Bilbo sat down near the shower. And that drone goes down by Saxo. Flashbang by Skips.
Oh no,
Gets
there's a
High
bot.
Bilbo.
There's a bot. Dan the bot.
Ooh.
No, are we about... Oh my goodness, we just saw the first bot kill. Or I mean, it would have been the bot kill if Peen didn't steal that kill. But oh my goodness, what was that?
Yeah, I wonder who disconnected there, but we do see that kind of working out. Hybrid now in a 4 versus 2. Having
my
double the
goodness.
players. Grenade in sight, but Baba Yaga gets one, doesn't manage to get a second. Peen takes that out, now just Muffin versus 3.
EMP is going down, and we can see here Axel has rotated back on top to hold that EMP from that hatch. Peen getting into that firefight. Getting Muffinator. Oh no, I think Muffinator is getting pinched out of there. There's no way that Muffin will be able to hit that, especially with, yeah, with 2 people watching that. This means that Styx now understands that he needs to be watching his angle because there's no way he's going to be poking there.
Oh.
Oh. Muffinator just went full Matrix mode right there and dodged all the bullets. But again, this is a challenge because now...
Oh.
Oh my goodness. It is a tie. Oh my goodness. Jonesy, again, let's just, you know what? I'm just not gonna bring statistics anymore because we're just like it's so useless at this point because teams are defying numbers and showing us that it doesn't matter what numbers are saying to you, that we can beat them. And that's exactly what Hybrid did. They struggled in the first map, pulled themselves together into the second map, and managed to tie it up. Now we're going to the third map, and I know I said we're not going to talk about statistics, but just very quickly, just to let you know, both teams throughout season one, their performance on ship hasn't been exceptional at all. So it's going to be really interesting because it is a relatively new map, but it's also one of those maps where people haven't really decided, is it attack favored, is it defender favored, where's the best utilities to be putting things, you know, like static fields, where's the best place to be bouncing grenades off walls, you know. So it's a lot of unknown variables, which makes the third map so much more interesting here. But as we see, I think the teams right now, uh, are they about to jump in, Jonesy, or do you think they're about to take a break?
I have no idea, but I mean, they have been playing for quite a while straight, so I know I'm going to take a small break and we will catch you back in the action momentarily. And we are back for map number 3, the final map. Hopefully, unless something magical happens, if we do see a tie come through, 7DS will win. I don't remember that map 1 score. I forgot to write the map 1 score down. Do you remember what it was?
Unfortunately, I don't remember it either. But because map 2 was a tie, we gotta look at that scoreboard again because if this team wins again, we need to have a look at the rounds because it is rounds that wins the match, isn't it?
Well, if the map wins are a tie, so if Hybrid win this, then it's off points. But I mean, it's completely just dependent on that now. If Hybrid wins ship, we
Yeah.
may see a map 4 come through. We do have the top 4 ship, quite a hard site to push if you think about it. There's only one hatch. Well, no hatches down into the site, and it's all about the walls you blow. Hi, Bilbo, in quite a pressed up spot above this kitchen hatch. Ebob, just missing him.
Oh
but we
no,
do have that
Axel!
roof hatch.
Axel's about to take him out, and
Oh.
that was a strange exchange right there because Saxo. It looked like on our screen Saxo saw Axel and then turned his head outwards, but here we see that exchange between Peen and here Bilbo. Oh my goodness. It's a 3v4 right now. Um, and again, this is a fun map to see because it's not a map that's commonly played at VRML. And we're going to see how these professional teams have approached this map in their playbook.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a sub for Hybrid. We have Bailey coming in. And pretty much the same roster from the end of that skyscraper map for 7DS. We are having the switches for battery life most likely, or maybe they're just a bit better on different maps. As this wall goes down, Ebob spraying that top angle.
Oh, I'm not sure if you saw that, but Skid's throwing that grenade. Again, it's like one of those examples of professional teams trying to figure out where's the best place to throw grenades. Because he managed to... Oh my god, and that hallway is just death.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's dropping in that hallway act, so trying to get a bit of an angle onto sight. It is a 2v2 health on the side of 7DS. Muffin still on top of this table, does have to be careful. Looking for a flank, but that gives Axo the chance to slip into sight.
But Ebob going for that last kill. No, but unfortunately not. Ranger does get it. And he's got that syringe though, so he's full health. He just needs to tap Axel once. He's got 4 HP left. Ranger needs to be pushing up to that. And Ranger is trying to make his crouch walk all the way into the hallway. The
And
wall,
we are having a 1v1 here.
the wall is not down, so Ranger can easily just keep rotating, but Ranger needs to be pushing forward. I mean, Ranger saw that he tagged him about 2 or 3 times, so he knows that Axel has to be low. Ranger now fully stim. He's going in.
We have about 15 seconds left on the clock here.
Ranger needs to clear it first.
Doesn't look behind him.
Oh my goodness. I'm speechless. This is the third time in this matchup I've been speechless because it's so odd, honestly, the play style of these two teams. And when I say odd, I don't mean that in a bad way of any sort, but it's just because, again, it's a new map, relatively new map, and the style that they're doing it is they don't breach that wall. They're waiting for their stims to come back on, and they don't necessarily count how many times they've tagged somebody, so they don't know if he's low or if he has full HP or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, you can never really consider how much health someone has because you don't know if they have that stim or not. You don't know how charged they are, and you don't know what health they were before you got to them. Huge thank you to everyone that's been in. Huge thank you to everyone still watching as we come down into this third map of the APAC VRML Grand Finals.
But look at that, we see yeah, Hybrid with those 3 Vezins. And this, I would say, is my favorite bomb site because of the outer wall. Because very similar to a hideout wall, this is going to be really interesting to see how an entire team of Spectrals is going to be holding this down.
Ooh.
And we're seeing an exchange right there. Yeah, 4v4. Ebob coming into this green generator with Axel, and Muffin just in that corner of plumbing right now, and all he needs to do is just take that 1 headshot and 1 body shot for Ebob to be going down.
I mean, Axel, he now has a Vezin.
And grabs the Vezin from Axel. Incredible job from Muffinator.
4 versus 3, 7DS with that 1 player advantage.
Yeah.
It
Now,
doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
It is, exactly. And the thing is, you know, like when Muffinator stole that Vezin, he obviously saw the syringe, but didn't want to be greedy because that half a second could be the difference between getting away with a Vezin and getting taken down by Peen or Ebob. Ebob does take the flank out from Saxo's 7DS right here, but we see now it is a 3v3. We have 1 Vezin from Muffinator, and we know how accurate Muffinator is with that Vezin, so it could be a deciding factor for 7DSs right now. Entire team of Hybrid is spread across between the red and green generator, And now Peen is outside. He's trying to see if there's a way that he can pick somebody off from that wall, but won't be able to really find anybody as Muffinator and is tucked in that corner, and Baba Yaga and Rangers is holding on B side, trying to prevent Eba from taking it. But again, we have two Vezins right now, and Peen gets the grenade on Muffinator. Ebop taking Baba Yaga, and 70S has one member left, Ranger, trying to figure out what's the best play here, but Ebop does take him out with that headshot.
Yeah, I mean, we see it there. We have 70S sadly not managing to come back too much, and Hybrid managing to show their true side on this map. We see it all coming through. Maybe 70S is struggling, and maybe Hybrid will manage to take this map.
All right, third round, and we call it the equalizer round because both teams now have rifles in their hands. But despite having rifles in their hands, there's always a disadvantage towards the one of the teams, because if you have a look at the economy on 70S, they can afford Vezins, but look at the amount of utilities or the lack of utilities that are being bought in comparison to Hybrid right now, with all those grenades, syringes, flashbangs. Oh, is that a flashbang? No, sorry, grenades only. But with that breaching foam as well. So yes, both teams have rifles, but it looks like Hybrid is coming into the third round a little bit more prepared than 70S.
Yeah, I mean, we are coming now into the third round, and it's going to be quite a close game, I reckon. 70S now managing to get the rifles. High Bilbo, the only one not managing to pick one up.
Yeah, and it looks like we might have a disconnect because Ranger right now seems to be in a very awkward angle. Not too sure if it's a disconnection or he just needed to just, oh no, he's back. So probably just a little bit of, yeah, probably a little bit of a tracking error, like you said. Saxo is the roamer, but gets taken down. What an incredible job. If we watch that replay again, Peen pixel peeked them, or sorry, info peeked them, and then got Ebob to take the kill.
Yeah, I mean, here we have Axo and Peen. My round start music is still going and it's not yet finished. It's coming towards the end of that. That is a bit weird. Peen and Axo coming into dorms, I think it might be, trying to get some warbangs into the kitchen side, nothing hitting. Ranger going for his own sprays, and Peen super low now himself.
And Bailey is about to do a Spider-Man move where he jumps down and takes these the person out of the kitchen out, but you can see here Muffinator has a little bit of an angle there. Wall coming down, grenade being returned back, grenades coming back and forth. Baba Yaga getting real low from that. Bailey and Ebob about to jump down. Here goes, both jumped, and now Muffinator is holding that angle. He's swinging. Muffinator gets one, gets two. And now Hybrid is unbelievable play from 70S. I have to say though, that win from 70S, incredible gunfight back and forth, but I do think the critical flaw there was that the Hybrid, who was it? Was Bailey and who was it? Was it
Bailey and Ebob dropped.
Yeah, Bailey and Ebob. The critical error there was Bailey and Ebob, when they jumped down, they didn't hold that that corner, because both of them turned their backs. That allowed Muffinator to just swing and get both those kills.
Yeah, I mean, we do see it come through, and we are going into round number 4. 70S managing to clean everyone up within about 10 seconds there at the end of the round. Ship proving a bit of a struggle for both teams as it kind of progresses, but maybe, just maybe, 70S weren't used to this tight, close corners.
Yeah, and
Ship.
And when we talk about momentum from 70S, from that win, we're not just talking about, you know, the morale, but we're talking about the economy as well. Because look at Hybrid's economy right now. We have 3 Vezins, and we take a look. Limited utilities, so the positions, the sides have been swapped here with the economy. It's getting that early kill, incredible. That early grenade, unfortunately, not able to tag anybody there. But as we see, it now is a 4v5. And Saxo is the roamer, trying to figure out where's the best place to go right now. And gets the kill. Saxo taking him down and now rotating out, hopefully. Yes, he does. Baba Yaga gets E-Bob, and now, boys and girls, it is a 4v3. And Hybrid is being put on a more defensive position right now as they're in green generator, but they are being pinched from both the left and right hand side of generator with Saxo holding from the top. Baba Yaga wall banging, able to get Axel a couple of times there. And now Bailey is returning fire on the A side. But we can see Peen has rotated outside now, trying to get the EMP that Saxo took out, and Axo now waiting for his teammates to make a call about where's the best place to be pushing forward. Now it looks like nice friend Peen has given Axo a syringe, and we're now seeing how Hybrid are recollecting themselves, about ready to being a possible red generator push.
Yeah, I mean, it is coming quite close, Peen, coming to grab this EMP, and it's all going to come down to how they push this side. Will they take it quick? Will they take it slow? Do they risk Saxo on the flank? But Peen managing to hide that. Huge happy birthday to Moshi AU in the chat as well, supporting Hybrid, as we see now it coming down to a 3v2, 70s, Saxo behind them all.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, Moshi, and your birthday present is about to see an epic play right now as Saxo, the flanker, is about to get possibly a oh no, he does not! Happy birthday to you, Moshi, I hope you enjoyed that part. And now, with a 2v2, we're going to see the deciding factor here, right? That wall still not down, so it's just constant wall banging. But at this point, with the amount of ammo being used for that, both teams must be more conservative on how they're using their ammunition right now.
I mean, they are coming down to blow this B-side wall. It is down to Muffin to defend this on his own. He gets that grenade out.
Now that was really, that surprised me that they still had that grenade. And Muffinator, oh my goodness. Unfortunately, oh my, we're gonna have to watch that again. But I think the error there was that Muffinator's elbow peeked out first, and that caused the pre-fire a little too early there.
Yeah, maybe, but we do see Bailey now coming in for the save with the Vezin in hand. Most of Hybrid may struggle to afford for this round number 5, but that's all good when they save the push for round 6.
The economy must be detrimental right now towards the side of Hybrid, as we see 3 Vezins only. But again, with that, what was it, the second round win in a row for 70s, the amount of money coming in to buy those utilities is at its all-time highest right now, as a team of 70s gets both syringes, gets door blockers, proxies, all of that. And for this particular bomb site, it comes at the right time, because I would have to say the top floor is probably one of the hardest floors, especially if you have that kill hallway, the pixel peaks from the generator room, or sorry, the control room, and you also have the back end with the wall, the door, and the side wall being an advantage towards Hybrid as well. So good timing for the economy to be kicking in for 70s here.
Yeah, I mean, 70s are going to have to play this right. They are on defense on ship. All these tight corridors do add up, but obviously Saxo with the Marui, maybe not the best place to bring that rifle.
Oh, Axo, buddy. He's hoping his Bailey is gonna give him a syringe right there.
Yeah, I mean, we do have another sub for 70s. We have now Brownfella just hopping in. Can't tell who they replaced, but welcome in Brownfella.
Oh, look at that. Saxo at the doorway on the other side. If he was to break that door, he could easily be taking out Axo right here. But I don't think Saxo's playstyle right now has been too aggressive. Has just been sort of taking his time as a ninja. E-Bob with that Taurus getting that headshot on Brownfella. And now there is a free Vezin there that, yep, Axo grabs. And now it seems like Hybrid has sort of readapted their playstyle to what we saw in Skyscraper, where it is now taking it a little bit more slowly. Saxo in that kill hallway won't be able to see, but Saxo will. No way! Saxo lost the gunfight with that advantage that he got. Grenade coming down, taking that hallway. Baba Yaga does get tagged a little bit with that grenade. That kill hallway, Hill Bilbo takes out Axo, but now Bailey is there to possibly, nope, doesn't get that refrag, but we see here we're gonna get that breaching from on that wall on B side right now. I say that, but Bailey is not able to make it past over there. Possibly just needs to throw that breaching foam over to the teammates to be able to take that down.
I mean, it's kind of a push now. Get out there. High Bilbo is watching it to make sure they can't blow it, but Ebob going down to Baba Yaga. We know Baba Yaga's good with the shots. Peen slowly rotating outside across this balcony to where High Bilbo is. Don't think anyone knows they're doing a full team rotate here.
Jonesy, do you think this is the right call to be rotating all of that when they had the wall over there right there? Okay, Peen gets Hill Bilbo.
Works out. I'm getting messages on my phone from friends asking about games, but I mean, I don't want to message them. I'm too engrossed in this high action game. We have Bailey getting the foam down here. Baba Yaga watching.
Oh no!
Good timing there by Skits. I mean, Bailey does still have that phone. They can blow that open if they want to.
You see, like I said, it's one of the ways that we can tell that players are not really adapted to this newish map is that if you take a look at that foam on that wall right now, if you were aware of the positioning of that head peak, you could actually pre-fire through that wall. But Baba Yaga does get Peen, and now it is a 1v1, and Baba Yaga secures the third point to 70.
What a clutch there by Baba Yaga, popping off that round. We see shots going in and out, and the flicks and the headshots.
Let's take a look at that scoreboard, Jonesy, because we need to recognize some of these players right now. Baba Yaga with 10 kills, 2 deaths. And on the other side, Axa with 6 kills, 4 deaths. So we can definitely see Baba Yaga is living up to the name. What's the boogeyman? Isn't that right?
I do not know. You're saying all these references to a child over here.
Yeah, Baba Yaga is translated as the boogeyman. My God, is basically the John Wick version right here with that 10 kills, 2 deaths right now. But it's incredible to see the level of performance in terms of gunfights, in terms of utilities. I think really no fault to either team. It is a relatively new map. People don't really want to get out of their comfort zone and try these kinds of new things on a professional level, especially when money is involved. But now we see last round of the before we change sides, and we see here Hybrid making that entry from the top.
Yeah, we do have this top floor push for this middle floor site, a site which I quite like pushing because I usually come in through towards near the kitchen.
And Saxo just misses him by a millisecond.
I mean, we may get another fight here. Saxo is still on the corridor. Ebob managing to hide away. There is still a couple more people down this corridor.
And oh my God, Ebob is about to get counterflanked by Peen. Peen walking real slow, but Peen just needs Peen, don't go in that room.
There's Skits Mix managing sadly not to go in, but Saxo does have a stim in hand now.
Oh my goodness, look at that escape route from Saxo jumping out of that window from the top floor. Axel trying to chase him, but unfortunately no luck. I will have to say though, it seems like Saxo is, I would say at this particular round, a pretty good roamer, knowing exactly how to take advantage of those angles and then escaping out of that. Lucky though that Peen did not check the left hand side. So as it comes to a 5v4, we do see Hybrid now at this rate with 1 minute and 30 seconds left is finally rotating into the position, being able to hit the kitchen B site right here. We do have Peen still counter flanking out here from the top, joining Ebob, getting ready for that push. Now remember, the last time they did this, they made that critical mistake of turning 2 players turning their backs to Muffinator while he was around that corner. We hope to see that Hybrid have learned their lesson with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to not be making that same mistake.
Yeah, we do have to be careful here. That door blocker is now down. Brownfella is in that corridor, moving down into medbay. Gotta be careful. Map 1 score is about 7-3. I'm thinking about 7-3, 7-4. I don't remember the exact numbers. We do have
Brownfella gets a double kill! Oh my goodness! That is spelling disaster for the hybrid team, as it now is a 2v4.
Make that a 4v1.
Oh my goodness.
Just Peen left on this hatch. Is
Now,
being watched.
if I'm Peen right now, and you know what, we're gonna go to that first person stance of Peen right now. If I'm Peen right now, I'm just thinking, you know what, I got nothing to lose. Let's do it. Rock and roll. Gets the first kill, gets the second kill, but unfortunately gets grenaded by Muffinator.
Yeah,
How
what a good two kills there in the drop. Unfortunately, that nade.
Yeah.
I reckon if that nade wasn't there, then maybe, just maybe, we
Yeah.
would have had the round win
Absolutely.
for hybrid.
Absolutely agree. But that's the point, right? Of top teams playing against each other. They you know, whether or not intentional, unintentional, Muffinator throws that grenade is an illustration. We're not taking any chances. We're not going to try to do a gunfight with you. Here's a grenade. You can have that. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, we are coming down into this final half. Maybe final half. We could be having another map. It completely depends on the results of this map.
Yeah. Now, it's going to be a real interesting thing to see here. If you don't look at the previous matches, most people don't realize that 7DS and Hybrid actually have played each other before, right?
Yeah,
And
they've always lost.
Yeah, and Hybrid, yeah, they have lost to a 2-14 against 7DS. But
What a
here,
grenade by Saxo when he pushes in. I didn't see that one. That was down the long corridor, which Saxo is.
oh
seemed
my
to love.
goodness, Baba Yaga, the boogeyman with the Taurus, getting a double kill. Will Baba Yaga go for the third? Baba Yaga goes for the third. Ladies and gentlemen, give Baba Yaga the fourth. Everyone needs to stop shooting and let Baba Yaga go for that fourth kill right here, because he is about to win this round for 7DS right here.
Everyone just rushing Peen, and High Bilbo gets the kill.
Oh my goodness. Hill Bilbo gets the kill. Saxo wasn't happy with that and says no. Should have given that to the boogeyman.
Yeah, look at him there, trying to just like reaching over, trying to clip that. I reckon. I'm glad I got a couple bits of that on the stream. Oh my god, the shots flying everywhere.
All right. Hybrid. A bit of a sticky situation here, right? Because they got to fight against how many rifles? 5. We can see here 70S is thinking to themselves, you know what? This is done. They want to be done and over with this map. So they're fully committing to all those rifles. It does not matter that they're hurting the economy with 0 credits, 25, 25, 175 for respective team members there.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing now Hybrid need to come back here. I do think no matter what, 7DS are winning just due to that round points anyway. Even if Hybrid do win, I mean, it's been a wonderful time. I wanna see what they can do and if they can pull it back now.
Oh my goodness! Rushing in with those 2 Vezins, getting Peen, Muffinator. Here comes the ladies and gentlemen, are we about to see 7DS about to get the 6 points here? Oh my goodness! And here it is, 3v1. And Axel unfortunately turns his back.
Everyone's seen, I think, Baba Yaga's clip from last round, saying that could have been clip of the season.
No, yeah, exactly.
I think 7DS are being a little bit aggressive now.
I know. I put my perspective mode on Baba Yaga since the previous round, and that entire time that I was watching the last round, it was just nonstop. He didn't stop moving. He just kept going. And that played out really well because obviously rifles against pistols, it's going to be one-sided. And especially with that high tempo, I don't think Hybrid was ready for that.
Yeah, I don't think Hybrid were ready from the slow pushes that we've seen all game into now this third map, having all this aggression. I think 70S are like, mate, we've won. I don't care what happens now. Let's just go all out and see. Oh, sorry, apologies. See if we can get a 7-2 for map number 3 and secure that prize pool to us.
Yeah. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that High Bilbo has an RCP, and I would be so happy if the man was given an ace with that RCP.
I mean, I'm gonna watch him right now.
I'm watching him right now. Look at that skin. Okay, Axel getting Baba Yaga. Who cares? I want Hill Bilbo with that skinned RCP to be doing his work.
Oh, he got killed with a Viper.
Unfortunate there. But here we go, 3v3. It seems here that
rush again.
And gets taken out by Peen. It's a 2v3 right now.
They are saying that, like, Astra's saying bro is the Asian John Wick about Baba Yaga. And I mean, it's said, you said it and now they're saying it, so I think he is well known over in that APAC region.
Oh, brown fella getting Bailey. Is he gonna get a Peen?
No, but maybe the grenade will.
Oh my goodness, what a good flick from Peen right there, but gets taken down by Muffinator. It is a 1v1. Let's see it, ladies and gentlemen. Viper versus Vezin. Oh, never mind. He picks up the VRML Vezin. He is unstoppable right now. E-Bop with that VRML Vezin, it's about to take it all down. It's all done. He has plot armor right now. He can't not die.
He's got the caster buff because now I'm watching him.
Yep, look at that.
Doesn't know where Muffin is, and 7DS
ladies and
managing.
7DS wins the third map, which guess what, Jonesy? What does that mean?
It means that they win the APAC season. It is now them winning the championship, coming through and winning that prize pool. Everyone in chat kind of realizing that over the last round, because no matter what, they've won anyway.
Yeah. Well done, 7DS, and well done, Hybrid. That was definitely a fun matchup to be watching.
I mean, it's honestly, the APAC games are always different. They're always a little bit of change, and I mean, we see it here once again. They managed to come through, and I mean, let me pull up the scoreboard real quick. I mean, looking at this, Baba Yaga literally going 17-3.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, and I am not going to lie, it's been a wonderful 2 hours. What's your opinion on this whole thing, Beaver, with your first ever VRML cast?
Like I said, watching these two teams on APAC playing against each other, it just hits different than watching the NA or EU team. Because there were so many times, I'm sure later on we're going to have those clips put together, but so many wonky times between both teams, and it just turns out to be a hilarious outcome, but still maintaining that level of skill that we're all expecting from them.
Yeah, I mean, we see here now this match is over. And thank you to everyone that has come in. Thank you to everyone supporting all teams over here in the APAC region.